Hello, and welcome back to another edition of All or Not According to Jack with your host, Jack Toledano. Some of you, or a bunch of you who might be my friends on Facebook, uh, and other friends, know that I went to see Saxon and Uriah Heep. Was this Tuesday night, May 7th, uh, at Patchogue Theater out in Patchogue, Long Island. First time I've ever been there, but an amazing experience was had by all. Uh, both bands fucking kicked ass. They were great. Um, and this is my new shirt that I bought. I'll stand up. There you go. What do you? I don't. I haven't bought a lot of shirts, recently because, you know what, my drawers are getting full. I don't know how Mr. Pardo stores all of his clothing, but I'm I'm the hell out of room. But had to have a Uriah Heep shirt. Plus the fact that this album is beyond kick ass. So if you don't have it, get it. You won't be disappointed. But anyway, uh, tonight we are going to have another dream set list, and for this one, it's going to be Uriah Heep. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to show you the actual set list from that I saw Tuesday night. It was a great set list, but fortunately, only an hour and 20 minutes, which I suppose is a hell of a lot better than when they opened for Judas Priest with Saxon in Europe. Uh, I I understand they only got 35 minutes. That's criminal. The fuck is wrong with you, Priest? These guys, you gave Queensryche an hour back in 2005 when I saw you, and these guys deserve at least an hour opening. Uh, but I got to see an hour and 20 minutes, and then you were going to see my dream set list, which is I didn't clock it, but it's got to be easily over 2 hours, easily. Uh, so set list that I saw, there were 11 songs plus two encore songs. In my set list, there's going to be 20 plus three encore songs. So let us share. Let's go there and share. I got to cut away really quick. Okay. So this, and don't mind this guy. Uh, okay, so the set list, and this has been basically Uriah Heep set list throughout this tour with this co-headlining tour with Saxon. So new album, Save Me Tonight, Grazed by Heaven from their prior album, Rainbow Demon, classic off of Demons and Wizards, Stealin', song that I really love, Hurricane, one of the best songs off of the new album Chaos and Color. Sweet Lorraine, another old classic. Hail the Sunrise, and the third and final song that they cover from Chaos and Color on this night and for this tour. One of my all-time favorites, Free and Easy. Gypsy, Look at Yourself, July Morning, Encore, Sunrise, and Easy Living. I understand, and my buddy John Clauser, who went to see them with my other buddy John the Music Nut in Pennsylvania, in the hell is that town? Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. There was a problem with their sound, so they had to cut a song out. They ended up cutting out Sunrise, and then what they did was they took Easy Living and just attached it right behind July Morning, so there was no encore. But at least I got to see their full show. I was happy as a pig in shit. So now let's go to my dream set list for what I wish I could have seen. And, you know, no offense to Saxon because they were great as well, but I really, I really love these guys now. They're great. Been around since 1970. Uh, they their body of work in the 70s with David Byron as their lead vocalist was freaking amazing. I understand, he had some alcohol, drug problems, and he left the band and, died in the early 80s. But they're still in a very good place. Bernie Shaw's been with them for what, 20 years now? Great vocalist. He still sounds fantastic. Uh, on keyboards, Alan Wakeman filled in on this night, or actually so far for this whole tour, because their current keyboard player couldn't make it. So uh, actually, you know what? I'm just going to pull up the band roster because I don't know all the names by heart. And that's shame on me for that. But let's get there. Just give me one moment. Uh, there is it. No. Ah, there, found it. Ding, ding. Oh man, I'm blowing up here. Sorry for this, folks. I'm trying to using my second computer. Okay, so Phil Lanzin is the keyboard player, but he couldn't perform on this tour. So taking his place was Alan Wakeman, son of Rick Wakeman of Yes, uh, Russell Gilbrook on drums, David Rimmer, bass guitar, backing vocals. Okay, so let's go to my set list. Let's go back to my spreadsheet as there are some inaccuracies. Okay, so same thing. Save Me Tonight is the opener. Instead, I play Age of Change. Great tune. I go, I introduce Free and Easy a little earlier in the show. Traveler in Time, a song that I really love on Demons and Wizards. So I don't talk about these next couple of songs, but I wanted to introduce them into my playlists. uh, Overload off the album Wake the Sleeper, because I didn't have any representation from that album. And Tears of the World, also from Wake the Sleeper. As you can see, I pulled them off the live album because Wake the Sleeper, last I checked, was not in Spotify. Tears in My Eyes, a song that I love off of Look at Yourself. Real Turned On, another great song from Very Heavy, Very Humble. Some great slide guitar by Mr. Mick Box. I love this tune. Number 9, Gypsy. Introduced that a little earlier in the set to, get the crowd pumping. Number 10, Between Two Worlds. That is off of Sonic Origami. Wanted to pull a representation from that album as well, just to show people that I'm not just pigeonholing into certain albums by the great Uriah Heep. Song number 11, Hurricane, another favorite of mine off of Chaos in Color. I may have mentioned that earlier. One Nation, One Sun, great freaking song. Starts out as a ballad, but you know what? You gotta check this album out if you don't have it, or even at the very least listen to it on YouTube. It's that damn good. Song number 13, Sympathy off of Firefly. I believe, did they, I can, where is that? Yeah, there you go. Oh no, Sunrise. Instead they played Sunrise, but instead I have Sympathy. Okay, number 14, Goodbye to Innocence off of Living the Dream. Instead of uh, they have Grazed by Heaven, I have Goodbye to Innocence, my favorite off of that album. 15, Suicidal Man off of Wonderworld. I believe that is a favorite of Mr. Martin Popwell. Okay. 16, Too Scared to Run, my favorite off of Abominog. 17, Shadows of Grief, another great song off of Look at Yourself. Next, You'll Never Be Alone, probably my another favorite of mine off of Chaos and Color. For the longest time it was Hurricane, but this song is caught up. It's that damn good. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of the set. Stealing. Love Stealing off of Sweet Freedom. Easy Living off of Demons and Wizards, the finale. So they did a 2-song encore. I'm going to give you a 3-song encore. Mick Box comes back out on stage with it, with his acoustic, or either that or he plays it clean. The Wizard. Love the Wizard. Bird of Prey. They get all their vocals. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. All their vocal cords nice and rested from that 5 minutes and that hot tea to get the vocal cords all loose. But very operatic, and I love it. And their finale, Look at Yourself. Don't be afraid, just look at yourself. Da 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 da. Okay, so I'll stop sharing. So, like I said, um, there was no time machine for this. I was hope that's the set list that I would have loved to have seen them play in Patchogue Tuesday night, but to a bigger audience. I mean, it was a very spirited audience, but shame that it wasn't a packed house, because both bands really, really deserve it. Um, what else was I going to say? Oh, yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. So if you notice on my channel, I am putting up a lot of concert footage. Put up some last month from KK's Priest. So far, I've already put up one by Saxon and now two by Uriah Heep. The second Uriah Heep video is going to premiere at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Who knows when I release this? It may already be released, but Saxon Motorcycle Man's out there. Where did I put it? Free and Easy's out there. Gypsy's gonna be out there tomorrow, Friday morning at 10 a.m. So check it out. I have a bunch more. And also what I did was I have a bunch of playlists. So if you'd like them all in one spot, so you know what? Let's share again. Let's go there. Share. I'm going to take you there. Okay, so let's go to playlists. Concert footage. View playlist. So far, what you see above, Free and Easy and above are out there. Gypsy's coming tomorrow at 10. I haven't released Stealing and Strong Arm of the Law yet, but those are coming as well. But, you know, I'd like to just space them out a little bit. So you don't have them all at once, but hopefully, you know, you get to enjoy them and you keep coming back, and, you know, hopefully it's some, you know, nice, good viewing for you. Uh, Fun to do. I mean, I would have had more, but this goddamn iPhone is getting old. It's a 7, by the way. It's time for a new one. Uh, I'd like to, you know, hint, hint to family. I need a new iPhone. My birthday's coming up soon. But so that's that. Also, so a bunch of my friends from Sea of Tranquility are planning on going to the show in Peekskill, New York, at the Paramount Saxon and Uriah Heep are going to be playing there. Ironically, I used to live in Peekskill back in the early 90s, and I lived right down the freaking block, right on Brown Street. There was a cluster of apartment buildings that I used to live in, and I lived there from, I think it was November of '89 until or summer of '95. I moved the hell out of there, but that's where a bunch of my buddies will be Friday night. On Monday night, I will be on Hudson Valley Squares. We will all be discussing the area shows we have been seeing lately. Uh, Chris Allo and I at the Patchogue Theater on Long Island. Uh, Rob Lasante, my good buddy Kirk Manning, Pete Pardo at Peekskill, and whoever else is going there. A bunch of people went to see, ironically, I was upstate, but a bunch of people came down to Long Island to see Queensryche and um, Armored Saint. That's it. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for that show, so I missed out. I was at my upstate home, but I digress. So I hope you enjoyed. Uh, Check it out. Check out my concert videos coming up, and I will speak to you soon. Please subscribe if you haven't. So, Jack Toledano, all or not according to Jack. Have a good one, folks.